So this is a new plankton net sample that I took, and you can see that each one of those individual things there is a colonial algae called Uroglena. Inside of this, there was also several Cladocera, like this Daphnia pulex. Um, and this water actually smelt like aldehydes, and I believe that's a metabolite of the Uroglena. So that's a product of its metabolism. And Sonura also does that, but here you can see the actual Uroglena, and these are its individuals, which make up the colonies. So I think these may be somewhat seasonal because their numbers here were much higher than before. And I didn't actually realize that they were in the samples before, although they were, because the individuals had separated very quickly to the point where it was just the inner part left, so it looked like dead cyanobacteria. Just really big ones. But these are actually macroscopic, as you could see there. And they also produce through somewhat like mitosis, which is a way you can separate them from volvox because they do not raise daughter colonies. And you could also see these with the stereo microscope. And each individual will start to break away sometimes. And also, these are just much larger than volvox, and the individuals are much different. But they slowly move around because each one of them has its own flagellum. And that is why it looks like there's kind of two of them coming off. That's because they're starting to break apart. But the entire bottom of the sample eventually filled up with these. So here's a bunch of them separated, and those little things with all those spikes coming off, that's actually their body essentially, and that's where they were originally. But after the conditions changed, they actually went off of their colonies, which is why it's so hard to see them sometimes. So anyways, goodbye.